Here we have a table representing a function. So go ahead and pause this, take a few seconds to look at this table and try and figure out what it means. All right, so hopefully you paused and thought about this. Now let's break it down. All right, so in the left-hand column, we see this x here. X is our input variable. And the values in this column are all the input values. Okay, so name of the input variable is x. All right, and then in the right-hand column here, we got this f of x. What this notation means is that f is the name of our function. So the name of the function is f. And this f parentheses x here, we read that as f of x. So what that means is we plug in some input x, and f of x comes out. So this is read as f of x, and it means that x is transformed into f of x, some other number, by f. Okay, so let's see what this table tells us about how inputs are transformed into outputs in this specific example. So the outputs are here in the right-hand column, as we said. So if we want to look at the input -3, so we're evaluating f at -3. So we're taking -3, we're plugging it into f. And the table tells us that -3 goes into the machine and it comes out as 13. -3 goes in, 13 comes out. All right, so now you try and evaluate f at 0. All right, so pause and evaluate f at 0, and then we'll discuss. All right, so hopefully you've thought about this one. So we're looking to evaluate f at 0. So the input would be 0 here. This is our input. So we go to our input column, the x column, we go down a ways, we see this 0 here. All right, and then we just see what that row tells us. So this row is telling us that f transforms 0 into 1. So we have f of 0 equals 1. Input 0, output is 1. All right, and if we want to evaluate f at -2, so we do the same thing. We're looking for f of -2. So we go to our input column, we look for -2. Up there it is in the second row. It's -2 here. What is this row telling us? It's telling us that -2 goes in and -5 comes out. So f of -2 equals -5.